Alright, hey everybody, we are actually in the eye wall of a slightly stronger Ada. It is unbelievable whipping here.
This old job is always causing stress.
I'm tucking the truck here perfectly.
All I ever do is work, I don't get no rest.
Man, I got some video footage.
Night is on the way.
Crazy. Let me see if I can get outside. Let me see if I can.
Trouble walk.
You just wouldn't believe how much rock in the truck is. Oh shit.
Oh, man, drunk donkey, IPA. Let that magic mango chase my blues away.
We're in the eye of Ada here in Key Largo.
Among my friends.
Tremendous
I swear the page goes live again.
coming in. Currently. I'm semi-protected here by my truck, so no worries, but semi-protected. I don't want to get the camera wet, but man, the trees beside me are completely sideways. I'm not sure what the gusts are, but definitely this is a tropical storm. I think we're seeing a little higher gusts. I got the back turned right now and trying to keep the camera from getting wet. We're in Key Largo. We're in the eye of Ada.
Oh my god. What's up, everybody? How's it going? There's my truck above me, the Storm Chaser. I always crack up at that one. That was Tropical Storm Ada. And there's pretty howling winds. I'm trying to find pictures or videos of all my 7 adventures here. The old Storm Chaser's been in 7 storms now, including 3 major hurricanes. And she's still running like a rock. So anyway, hey, good morning. This is Daily Brew. What's happening, everyone? Hope you're doing well. We got Easter weekend. So hope everybody has a great weekend today. Good Friday and Sunday. Hope the Easter bunny brings all you black licorice, or no, black jelly beans. The worst flavor on the planet. I can't stand jelly beans when I was a kid. It's like pure sugar. I do like Cadbury eggs, but I've been really good lately trying to control my sugar. So I haven't even had one Cadbury egg this season. So this is Little Hunter. We're hanging out with y'all. This is our Daily Brew. We talk weather, getting closer to tropical season where we'll be live Monday through Friday. Right now we're Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But welcome everybody. We're streaming live on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Our Daily Brew brought to you by our great friends at ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. It's Friday. You know what that means? You got to pull in. Make that hard right turn into your local ABC. My dad used to do that in Bradenton when I was just a little kid. I remember those days. He'd be like, "Wait in the car, son." Like, "Where are you going, Dad?" He was getting gin. All right, we're going to say hey to some folks while we talk weather, and then we'll go right into it. We got a little tropical low, take that back. Maybe a tropical low. I don't know if it's going to have enough time, but there is going to be a low pressure in the Gulf. That is signs that the season is upon us. This is Little Hunter, by the way. Hunter had to go to the doctor yesterday. He had a little bit of ear infection, right? You feeling good now? So this is my my buddy Hunter. Actually, he was getting his monthly shot for his allergies, and he's getting a lot better. He doesn't scratch as much anymore. His skin's coming back around. So they might have finally fixed him from scratching, but he's still got a gnarly little voice. All right, I'm going to say hi to a few people, and then we're going to go rolling. What's up, Miss Shelley Ross? Derek, I do have a nice bottle of Pappy's. I'll show you later if you want. Is that, I think, Pappy. We have the Ernest Hemingway Papa's Pillars. Is that what we're talking about? All right, good morning. So who sits there? Thomasville. What's up, Mr. Tom Baffa? Cliff Harville from East Carolina. Yep, you got some rain. Let's go back and show you since we got somebody. Well, actually, let's do the whole big old radar. I like this one here. This one puts it all in perspective. There you go. That's a nice one. That's from the National Weather Service. Good morning, Leanne Lining. How's it going? Good morning, Miss Marcia. Good morning, Lori from Winnebago, North Carolina. Tyler from Daytona Beach, my favorite town of all towns. One of my favorite towns. Grew up in Daytona Beach. No, I didn't live there, but we used to go over there a lot. What's up, John from the Villages? What's up, Miss Jody? How's it going? I haven't seen you pop over there on YouTube in a while. What's up, Miss Katie Cake? Tabletop Greek. Patrick Lane. What's up, V Flood from Spring Hill? I remember that one. Christina from South Carolina. Getting a little rain on your doorsteps. Leanne from Tallahassee. Loretta Reed from Western North Carolina. Yes. Are you close to the mountains, Loretta Reed? I love the mountains of North Carolina. Linda from Vero Beach. Stephanie from Slidell, Louisiana. I was there during Hurricane Zeta, right? Henry says there might be tropical system brewing. Kinda, yes, sorta. I've been talking about it over a week now. Brian, I think that's the same one. We grew up in Bradenton, man. That's where I was born and raised. Roger from Holiday. I lived in Holiday. We still go to the camping world there in Holiday. What's up, Miss Crystal from South Georgia? Patrick from Marineland. Hudson, Peggy. Got people popping in all over the place. Christina says they got a lot of thunder. Yeah, we got some rain popping everywhere right now. So this frontal line above my head, you got two versions of it. I got the fixed one and the other one. It's a lingering frontal line. So we had that big low pressure pull on out of here. It was in Minnesota. Pulled on out of here, leaving behind this frontal line, and it's weakened a bunch, luckily. So it's just pretty much rains. There'll be some natural thunderstorms from it now, just from heating, but as far as jet stream energy, it's gone. That's why the tornado risk is down a little bit. Hopefully won't be any. But fresh to salt fishing from Dunedin. That's right. We might be going out of there today if I can talk the girls into doing a little midnight or afternoon boat ride. Yeah, linguine front. All right, so there's our front. All right, let's talk about things. So I have been teasing the idea of some tropics here. There's your official forecast. Obviously, NHC, there's nothing to worry about. This map is going to be extended out to 7 days this season. Usually it's 5 days. Now they're going to do 7 days come May 15th. So almost 1 month from now, we'll be counting down. These are the maps that the little crayons pop out on, yellow, orange, and red. And right now, nothing to worry about. Mr. Eric says the Rays. That's right. I'm going tomorrow. Tom, you liking your Tempest yet? I love my Tempest. So nothing to worry about. So when we talk about tropics, they always go there first, obviously. They're the official source. But this is what we got brewing. Let's see if we can, easiest way we can show you what's going to happen. I guess we'll just pop over to tropicaltidbits.com. That's kind of the easiest thing. That's what I like to do. Let's show you what's happening in a nutshell. So we talk about this all the time. Early season tropics always seem to start from frontal boundaries because they are low pressure to begin with, and usually they don't have a lot of jet stream interaction to the north, we don't really get tropical waves this time of year. So normally all your early season systems are starting from frontal lines. And very kind of rare to get a system. I don't think we've ever had a system I heard in April in the Gulf ever. I think that's a fact. I'm not 100%, don't quote me on it, but I did hear that from co-people. We've had a system here and there in April. Usually May is pretty common to get a system in May. We've had a system in May, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We did not have one last year, but that's a big stretch of May systems. So, and my buddy Levi from Tropical Tidbits mentioned that El Nino, or years leaning into El Nino, sometimes kickstart the season a little bit earlier. So, and this is kind of what's happening right now. Here's our frontal line. This is way early stages, but you can see what happens here. So when these frontal lines come down into the Gulf of Mexico, oh darn it, my pointer. I did a YouTube video yesterday and the pointer wasn't working, but I decided just to do it anyways because the girls were ready to go. And I'm like, well, I used to do it without a pointer, but now she's back. All right, so here's your frontal line. And look, there's your frontal line. You have winds coming in from the south. You have winds coming in from the north, right? That's just what fronts do, right? Winds from the south, winds from the north. And what sometimes happens is you're already starting to see it. You get a little bit of spinach. We love spinach. But it's shown up. This is not really the area, but it kind of is the area. But you can see it, right? So it's fascinating to me. I mean, some people are like, why are you hyping up this? I'm like, I never once, I think every single post I put weak. Nothing to worry about. Rains only, storms. But to me, it's something other than a cold front to talk about. It means the season's inching in closer to us. But this is a lower level wind chart on Null School. It's 1,000 millibar or even surface level. But it's interesting, right? Usually, they start when we get this intertropics convergence zone in the season. You'll get the same type of look. You'll get winds from the south and winds from the north, and that's sometimes how systems start down here, combining with tropical waves. But the early season systems start by blobs in the Gulf or Atlantic. So, all right, let's go to Tropical Tidbits. Let me show you all the latest models. But I was really curious. There's some pretty good little bubbling going on down there south of Texas. All right. So, weak low pressure system. And here's your latest Euro on tropicaltidbits.com. You can kind of see this front linger through the weekend. So, unfortunately, two things are happening. One, did not see this yesterday, but there's going to be a line of rain, it appears, inching in towards the south, especially the Florida Peninsula, later tomorrow into Sunday morning, maybe. So, we got to watch some short-range radars, but definitely wasn't picking up on that yesterday, but we're starting to see this energy that's already brewing out there right now. This stuff right here is going to be making its way overnight tomorrow into Sunday. That's round number one. It has nothing to do with the blobs. So Saturday night, across the Florida Peninsula, pay attention. Saturday later afternoon, night. Not too sure Sunday morning impacts yet, but this frontal line is going to be juicing things up before the other guy. All right, so there's your weekend rains. Then that lingering low right here. You start to see it take shape. This is Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. So round two is this weak low pressure area. And, there you go. I mean, it's trying to tighten up. That's spinach. Damn contacts messing me up today. Hey, Ashley Nagel, how you been? Masters does look wet, Mr. David. Carrie Adams, Orioles fan. That's all right. I still like you. All right. So, the Euro's my favorite model to start out with. This is kind of what's going on. This is Wednesday and Thursday right here. So, weak low pressure over the Gulf. The interesting thing about this is two things. One, we're going to have spinach. We're going to have our first spinach of the year as far as a low pressure system goes. This is going to be sitting smack dab over that loop current, loop eddy, 81 degrees water. So it'll be worth watching as far as, does it have enough time to become Arlene, like subtropical, tropical storm? I can't say zero chance of a hurricane, but it's dang near close. So don't be freaking out about this. Early season systems typically are just wet tropical storms, subtropical storms. So that's still a big if. But what's cool about this graphic here, and it's been what we've been talking about all along, is, all right, so there's your low. We got a lot of winds rolling in from the southwest, west-southwest. Upper level winds are strong, and I can show you a shear map here in a minute. But what that does is wherever that center is, regardless, it's going to be blowing all that moisture and storms to the east. And the Euro's showing that. So we've been talking about a sloppy low. And this is why the Florida Peninsula's got a decent shot of some big rains, is because even though the low's here, all this is getting blown basically eastward. So that's what the Euro's showing, 1,005, 1,006. Kind of moves it up towards the upper Gulf, you know. This is Thursday. So very consistent. And then, you know, we get into Friday morning here. And then it kind of races on out of here Saturday morning. So the core of the system still Tuesday night, Wednesday, Thursday around the Gulf, Florida. And then by the weekend, it should be gone for the southeast. But there's going to be lingering for the East Coast. Not thinking we're going to get much storms, though. But that's what it looks like. A weak system there. Other models, very similar. Very similar, even the old untrustworthy GFS. Here is Tuesday morning, Tuesday night. Look at that. It even shows 998, but I don't know. GFS is all over the place. But the idea is the same. Look at this. Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Look, there's your low center, and look at all that juice being pushed over. So that again solidifies rains incoming to the peninsula this midweek. The GFS kind of does the same thing. It just, you know, there you go. There's Thursday, heavy rain. Look where it's all heading, being blown, you know, away from the center. But again, the center's kind of upper Gulf. But then, you know, we get into Friday. There's Friday afternoon, Friday night, pretty much gone. And then going into Friday, Saturday morning, East Coast gets the leftovers. And then by the weekend, it's kind of pretty much gone down here for Florida. So there's two models, same thing. GFS Euro here is the Icon, which I like a lot. It's a German model. It's showing the bubbling up here Tuesday, and then doesn't really go out too far. But the same general concept as far as the formation of a weak low going up into Louisiana. So they're still going to get rain in the upper Gulf. The only reason I'm not talking too much about the rains for them is they're dealing with rain now. It ain't like a big deal. Just more rain. The bigger story is going to be this blobs coming in off the Gulf. And I still think there's going to be chances of some storms because Gulf's hot. Gulf's in the 80s right now. And then the Canadian model, pretty good, you know, consensus here. This is our front. This is Wednesday, getting into Thursday. And you can see that, again, Canadian model, boom, and then all that moisture being pushed over that way. So there it is, man. There's our consistency. MT Mapes, good morning. Thank you for that. Twisters, David. Well, you can always get them, but they would just be normal water spouts and tornadoes that you get with any afternoon thunderstorm. You know, depending on how fast the thunderstorms are brewing. Not your typical, you know, big ones like you see out west, because there's really no. You know, you get a lot of EF zeros and ones with strong hurricanes. Those are mainly just almost the hurricane itself. Kind of rare to get 2, 3s plus with tropical systems. Because usually you got to get jet stream interaction. Bunny B, I didn't really look too much, but it looked like a wet Friday, Saturday for the Masters, unfortunately. Here's Friday morning. Could be out of here by Saturday. Well, that's next week. What am I talking about? That's deja vu, BOGO. But I knew Friday. So here's Friday today. The rains are going to be inching in today. And then tomorrow, unfortunately, that front flattens out. And it looks like a lot of rain Saturday across Georgia. That's been real consistent, unfortunately. There's tomorrow on the Euro. So, but it could be out here by Sunday. Here's Sunday morning. So it looks like that frontal line sneaks into Florida Peninsula late Saturday night, and the Masters, at least Sunday, should be fine. I'm not even a big golfer. But yeah, downhill rains today and then tomorrow. It doesn't look good for the old Masters. All right. Let's take a look at, since we're on Levi's site, we'll stay here. So your 12Z is only up to 33 hours right now. But this is what we're looking at today. Just constant storms down here. We got some, we got that little blob down there I'm watching. This area here more than likely is what's going to impact tomorrow into Florida. Tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, Saturday. You can see it coming. So here's tomorrow morning. This is not the low we're talking about. This is round one. The low's going to be left behind and get brewing Wednesday, Thursday. This is just lingering frontal line stuff. And you can see that tomorrow morning we're going to have a big round rolling through the upper Gulf Panhandle tomorrow morning, and then it's going to build some stuff out here that we can't see yet. The 6Z showed it, but the 12Z is going to be a fresher run. But here's rains tomorrow afternoon, Saturday night. You can see storms developing. The flow is going to be west to east tomorrow, but all this energy from this lingering front is going to be passing through tomorrow into Sunday morning. So we'll have to see if this thing clears out for Easter morning or not. But again, I posted it earlier, but we could see, storms tomorrow morning, and they're going to stretch and be sneaky here, and there's going to be a lot of moisture in the air, allowing thunderstorms to pop a little more in the Florida Peninsula. No softball games tomorrow, Cliff. Where are you living at? Up north, right? Hey, Tom. Yeah, interesting setup. A lot of moisture. Oh, they might move the Masters tabletop Greek, huh? I keep saying Greek. It says geek. Sorry. Mike Sherman, good morning. How's California doing, buddy? Early for you out there. We're talking about possible tropics. Good morning, Mr. James Fort. Let's look at the P-Watt values here for tomorrow, the southeast. So anytime you get the moisture in place, doesn't take much to get the rains coming. You'll see the moisture tomorrow. So there's tomorrow. Just a lot of moisture, anything above brown. Brown is dry air. But this is just greens and yellows and I don't know what that color is. Kind of mustard. There's just going to be a lot of moisture in the air. Here's Saturday night. A lot of moisture in Florida. This is round number one. So you can just see it's going to be interesting Saturday night afternoon across southeast and Florida especially, as far as round number one. Martha, yeah, you're going to get rain Saturday night. Kind of tricky forecast because they weren't talking about this Saturday night frontal making its way through, but it looks like it's going to do it. We can do it. All right, let's take a look at some of my tropics models that I like. Just to show you that it's a weak low setup. The three things against this thing from becoming a tropical storm right now, as far as developed, is there is wind shear, there is lack of time. There's only going to be a day or two over water, and three, the waters aren't really. They're 80s down here. Like we have a pocket of 80s and 81s and 82s, but it's still kind of cool some spots. So that's like I'm drawing. I always end up drawing something. This looks like an old man hunched over. I put out his cane. Let's see if I can draw a little guy. He's like, so yeah, but this bubble here, I'm going to keep an eye on this. So this bubble and right here, this is actually going to make its way here to Saturday morning and impact tomorrow, this blob here. So we'll keep an eye on this energy source. Remember we were talking yesterday, the infamous blobs and squalls shirt that I got? I'll show it again while I talk about it. It was about April one year that we did this shirt right here because we were getting all these blobs and squalls coming across Texas. And we'd watch them come across the Gulf of Mexico. And it's the blob and squall season. Stephanie Daniels, hey, good to see you. Thanks. I happened to look over and saw your question. Bradenton, first off, that's where I'm from. Stephanie Daniels wants to know, you'll get confused. Tropics right now haven't even started officially. So, right now, she wants to know if the tropical storm will rain. It could be subtropical likely if it became anything because it would be more of a colder core system, which is more upper atmosphere. Just a fancy word. But no, May is very common. April is not very common. So if we did get an April system, it would be very uncommon. But May is very common to have a weak tropical system. And yes, generally they're just rain and some storms, but nothing that has the ability to be more than that. So, your afternoon thunderstorms are far worse than these sometimes because, afternoon thunderstorms can be 60 mile an hour plus with our afternoon thunderstorms that blow up every day, So not a big, deal at all other than just rain and the novelty of spinach and tropical rain bands. That's what I like. I like seeing tropical rain bands rolling in off of the Gulf. I mean, where I'm at, West Central Florida, and so are you. You would see these bands coming in off the water, and it's so cool. And we're going to see that. But blobs start this time of year. So I'm going to keep my eye on the blob. The blob, the blob, the blob, the blob, the blob, the blob. The blob. All right, what else we got? So tropical maps that I show, like I was saying, aren't showing much, but they are showing low pressure areas, and it's been consistent. We see a lot of this. So I show these a lot during the season. These are low pressure centers on the Euro. This is all the European ensembles, all the different brains of the European model. But you can see most of them are showing a low pressure area, nothing too strong. There are a couple 980s and 999s, but most of them are very weak. But the general idea is that they're going to form and then they're going to move off to the northeast. So it's very, very, very confident. Weak low pressure going to pop out there midweek. Some of that wind shear we're talking about, it's been very consistent showing on that too. What was I looking for here? I think it's on this site. So let's go to the Gulf of Mexico. All right, so your wind shear mean, this kind of shows you Wednesday. So these are your strong upper level winds. This is Wednesday night. let's say we have a low here, trying to develop Wednesday night. These are your winds, very, very strong, like 80, 70, 80 mile an hour wind shear. That's the upper level winds. Save it for a rainy day. I just knocked over all my stuff here, by the way. I saved all my important kids, all my stuff. Let me grab one thing back here. Everything that I think one day I'll want to see, I hide it behind a picture that I got here. So let me grab one thing and see what it is. I can't even reach anything. All right, here's one thing. Here it is. Look at that. A picture. I don't know who did it. Parent Advice 101. Damn. Parent, if you're a new parent, write the kid's name on the back and the date. Because I don't know who did it. I don't know when she did it. But it's a palm tree. And we love palm trees. I got a picture of the 2004 hurricane season. And I leaned it up against the desk. But I shove stuff behind it when I think it's something I want to keep. One day I'll be old, and I'll look at all this stuff, and I'll say, oh my God, that was so cool. So anyway, all right, so a lot of wind shear. Again, so all this stuff, all the juice here is going to get shoved into Florida. And even the low is going to be out here in the Gulf. So, but it's interesting. I've seen a lot of people talk about it. I've seen a lot of chatter about it. You know, I posted on our little brew crew yesterday, or this morning actually, that you know, I usually go out on limbs a lot and try to talk about things way out ahead of time. And we were talking about this low last week, and here it is. So this is another good shot. This is on Windy app. This is Wednesday, 5 a.m. So, you know, it's important to note, if we, you know, no matter what, we get some sort of flow in off the Gulf. I mean, look, there's some storms. You know, there's our low center. Eventually, these are going to be making their way this way on Thursday or Wednesday, Thursday. But it's what the Euro looks like. So some of these storms could sneak up into the upper Gulf. Look at this wind flow all the way down here in South Florida. So that's why they're getting juice too. You can kind of follow the wind barbs here. 1,007 millibar. Nothing to get too worked up about. But storms, yes. This is Wednesday morning. So like I said, tomorrow morning's round number 1. Here's tomorrow morning. This is tomorrow morning, round number 1. This is more frontal line energy. But then also fast forward to Wednesday morning and more of the same. So it's a double whammy, BOGO kind of week ahead for the upper Gulf. And then here's all that juice making its way into Florida Thursday. And there you go. So Wednesday, Thursday. It'll be interesting to see how strong this stuff is here. These are the squall lines I talked about. Here's Thursday morning, 10 a.m. You know, these are going to be bands of storms maybe rolling in towards the Florida peninsula and upper Gulf here. So we'll keep an eye on that. So it'll be interesting to watch. It'll be fun to watch. I like this stuff. 3 p.m. on Thursday. And like I said, by Friday it's gone, at least for the southeast. Then we got Friday 1 p.m. here. So, you know, again, things clear out Friday for the southeast. But then we'll see. You know, we got the warm Gulf Stream here. These storms sometimes can get feisty coming in off that Gulf Stream. So we'll see if we get any little afternoon thunderstorms. This is Friday 5 p.m. You know, nothing showing up too organized. But, you know, Saturday 4 a.m. And we could see some storms across the eastern seaboard Saturday morning. For sure. And this is very possible here as these storms roll in off of the Atlantic Saturday morning. GFS showing the same thing. Saturday, 3 a.m. 3 a.m. I heard a Morgan Wallen mashup last night with somebody. rap artists, and it was amazing. Here's Thursday 1 p.m. Here's Thursday 8 p.m. This is the GFS. So your rainy. I mean, realistically, your Thursday is going to be the stormiest likely day for the Florida Peninsula, as things are getting narrowed down on timing. Everybody's looking at their internet now, thinking that there's a hiccup. No, it was just me. Hey, I got new storm prediction center maps. Oh God, I see people sharing these all the time, and I they don't look good on my page though. So I can only do the big one. But I always see people sharing more detailed storm prediction center maps. This is a standard one. They look fine, right? I mean, they work. They do the job. But there's a secret link on my site now. It's like a little secret link. It's like looking for Easter eggs. It's right there. SPC detailed. Now, look at that. And you can break it down into regions. Day 1, day 2, day 3. This is what I like. Regions. Here is your regions. These are your National Weather Service regions. You can do it by FEMA zones, and these were a FEMA link, but this is what I didn't like about the FEMA links. It would stop, and so you kind of lost the coolness of having detailed to the west of the FEMA map. But when you click on the area, so let's go to like national region. So let's, like for today, for example, we'll click on the region and look. Severe weather, tornado, wind, hail. Then you got day 2 maps here, which is awesome. So you get a little bit more detailed look, which I like. But again, thunderstorms are in the forecast. That's these storms out here brewing. Some of these are going to make their way up. So not mentioning much about tornadoes or anything. So that's good, right? Tornado outlook not even showing a 2%. So very unlikely we'll see a tornado out of the storms today. Hey, Jeffrey Benway, what's going on? What the heck is KBDI? What is that? Is that red tide? What's up, Mr. Bob? I did see a red tide alert for Pinellas. Like, what the heck? We have one little blob of red tide popped up for Pinellas County. Weird. I had a guy post right here, like out of the blue, Treasure Island. I was like, hi. So anyway, there's a little red tide. Pinellas County. One little spot popped up. Everybody else is good. Now you're getting some medium again. Man, it's crazy. It comes and goes so fast. Starting to get some more reports over here, but I don't know. I had a guy say, "Why are you trying to kill Pinellas County tourism?" And then I felt guilty, so I'm not going to post that for a while. I was like, I love Florida, man. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I just wanted to report that we got red tide. I didn't mean anything by it at all. Let's look at some of your rainfall predictions here for all these scenarios. What we can see across southeast here. So we'll go to the Euro. This is all dependent upon wherever the heck the low might set up and whatnot. But we are seeing chances here of some pretty significant rainfall for the north. Panhandle even 6-7 inches. This is a combination. This is everything. The front plus the new low pressure system. But as far as I guess we'll just use Florida because everybody else is used to rain. Floridians have forgot what rain looks like. The Euro, this is through the week, through Thursday, through Friday. This is through Friday. Look, anybody red is 2 inches plus. Heavy rain across the Panhandle. That's a combination of tomorrow's rains and the low pressure rains. But as far as the peninsula goes, we can see an inch inch plus for the whole state. GFS is a little less appealing to look at. It's not very good at a lot of things. And especially rain maps, they don't even want to load. It can't even load its own rain map. All right, so here's here is the GFS. You know, I doubt there'll be a hole here. That's not very logical. But as you can see, though, the GFS splattered their paint everywhere and doing the same thing, 1-2 inches across pretty much the whole state. I like the blended models. We can see that they're agreeing at least that we're going to see a couple inches of rain for a large chunk of the state. Here we go. So this one's more realistic. This takes a blend of everybody's models and puts them together. And this is through, through Thursday. Could be a little bit more, but you get the idea. Everybody gets an inch. Mother Nature kind of has a sneaky way of evening things out. So this will help. Won't make a huge impact on some of the drought area, but still, knock away them damn spider webs. Jim Miles, I haven't been following the blob. I did have a link though. How can I find that? Oh man, let's see if I can. Well, I had a link. If you look at my photos, the link that I posted, there was a NOAA site that actually you could track the progress. It was so long ago. I don't want to look. It'll take forever. Hey, Lord Andrew, how you been, buddy? Haven't seen you in a while, man. What's cooking? Chopping season's coming. Dorian was that one. Yep. Okay, Tonks, bye. How do you see your name? What's up, Jonathan? So anyway, we need the rain to knock away the spider webs. We got little baby spiders, man. I went and got spray at Ace Hardware yesterday, and I sprayed down the whole back porch. I can't take it. And then I swear I was brooming and hosing, and I think I know I had spiders in my head. And because the whole day I'm itching. I'm like, there's got to be a spider in my head somewhere. Took like 2 showers. I kept looking around. And I'm like, I know they got me. Then my nose, I felt like my nose was. I was like, oh my God, one's in my nose. I'll be that guy on TikTok that they have to pull out like a tarantula out of their nose with tweezers. Oh God. The worst videos on TikTok for me were these guys that go into caves, and I don't know, man. There's like this much room, and they're going. I mean, I actually had anxiety problems. People said like how I can go inside of hurricanes. They don't bother me, but watching these cave videos, they bother me. I mean, I really literally turn it off. Like I can't take it. I'm like, I start getting antsy, and I'm not even in it. I'm like, nope, not for me. No. Here's a long-range rain forecast. This came out today. This is 11th and 12th. You can see where the heavy rain is touching Louisiana, Mississippi there. Upper Gulf. This is that low-pressure area coming up and just feeding heavy rains. Makes sense, right? These maps are back. Thank goodness, man. I was wondering when they were going to come back. These little guys are my favorite maps right here. Animate day 1 through day 7. Now they're not. Where the hell did they go? They were just there, like literally. What happened? Where did you go? Are you kidding me? God, they were working earlier. They must be working on them. Darn it. Well, anyway, I was so excited like a kid at Christmas, man. It's like, oh, my maps are back. Now they're not back again. Quit teasing me. Surface charts. Surface charts tell the story. Lingering front. This is Monday. There's our frontal line. Tuesday, our little low setting up. There's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So you can see even officially now they're showing weak low pressure system out in the Gulf. And it might look kind of interesting here if you look at windy. I bet you will see it on the Euro at least. This is, kind kind of neat to look at. Let's go to Wednesday, Tuesday here. You can kind of see it. So it could be windy. You know, we could have big winds rolling into New Orleans area, Mississippi there. This is Wednesday, 5 a.m. There's our little tropical. No, I can't say tropical. Wouldn't be tropical. But that's what it could look like. You know, hey, whatever. It'll be windy. You know, winds going, you know, nothing too, 50 mile an hour gusts. But this is Wednesday night. So, yeah, upper Gulf winds will be coming in. So, definitely, heavy winds here rolling in. This is Wednesday night. And then as we get closer to Thursday, some of these winds are going to be more impacting the Florida West Coast Thursday night. This will be when we get the most showers, too. So there you go. Makes sense. What's up, Stephanie Stokes? Katie got the boat ready. I might go boating today. So yeah, all right. Anything else we could talk about? Orbit spiders, V. I don't know what kind they are. They're little teeny guys. Bristol race, Justin. Hey, good question. I think it'll be gone by Saturday night. I believe it'll be gone by Saturday night. Yeah, here's Saturday night. So it looks good. It's going to be close, but looks like Saturday night's fine. There might be a few little drops remaining Saturday night for the Bristol Dirt Race. My boys at NASCAR sent me a proposal to do their official weather reports for NASCAR races across all their platforms. Of course, it comes with a price. Got to pitch it out to a sponsor, maybe. I got to get a new one. I'm tired. My boys at Furman, man, they do so much. And Tammy and Frank, the car was great. So I refused to ask them for anything more. Oh, the seaweed blob. I got to figure that out, Joe. What's up, Mr. Chris? What's up, Loretta Reed? How's it going? Good morning. Felice. What's up? Seaweed. Yeah, I got to find that link. I'm going to do right now because now I've had 3 people ask me. So I'm going to try to figure this out. I got to go to media. Hang on a second. Bear with me. I got to look at all my posts here. Media Studio. I'm on Twitter right now. Let's see. I think it was, man, that was a long time ago I posted this, though. So I got to go back several days. Maybe this is it. No, that's just a picture. Let's see here. Oh, but can I see the post? Let's see if I can find the post here. I see the picture. Damn it, I don't see the link. Ugh. Oh well, I'll look for it. How about this? I'll put the link in the chat for the seaweed. So you have to go back in the live, and I'll put the link in the chat. And I'll make me a note right now. So go back to the live chat, and I'll put the link in the chat. I really don't want to put it on the main page because I do believe that people think I'm trying to destroy Florida's tourism, and I don't want to do that. So I'm not going to put it out there. I'll let everybody else do that. I don't want to, especially on a Friday. That was probably true. Why are you trying to destroy our tourism? Be a good time to get Pinellas Clearwater Beaches to sponsor me. I promise to do my part. All right, so we're gonna say hey here, a few more highs. Victoria Edwards, good morning. Shelly, yeah, well, you know how the world works, right? The little ants, they're bad too, man. Those little sugar ants. Yeah, I'm really curious what's going on with this little guy. I don't know if we're going to get a colored circle, though. This would be very nifty neato. I'm sure the 12Z. Here's what happens. They're going to look at a lot of things like models. They're going to look at what's going on now and decide if they should put a circle out. Upper level winds, we got a huge high pressure system. So the good news too, by the way, is that we have a period of very inactive weather coming, which is great. Long range, it doesn't look like we have any big dips in the jet stream or anything like that. So it looks like we're going to have at least this week of no storms coming. In fact, the next 10 days, we can look at that. See if there's any fronts coming. That one pulls up too quick. Maybe in a following weekend, maybe, but possibly. We could see the next. This is a week from Sunday, not Easter weekend, but the following weekend. We might have our next little low pressure system here, pulling up some storms. That's over a week away, though. So we are in a dry spell of weather as far as severe storms go. We had 3 back-to-back bad storms, that's for sure. Nothing. Quiet. Enjoy it. So what's everybody do for Easter? Does the Easter Bunny come? Does the Easter Bunny hide eggs? What's up, Mr. James? How's it going? Getting married, Victoria Edwards, on the 22nd. That's a little too far to be too accurate, but hey, congratulations. No storm will get in the way of you and yours. I said, one time somebody posted they were going to get married, Victoria, and I said, don't do it. Then I felt bad. Don't do it. Oh, man. Lisa Reed said the size of spiders in Brevard, quarters, yucky. Indian Town, that's cool. Katie Haley, what's up? Ashley Nagel. All right, well, I'm just going to say, hey, we pretty much went down everything. Yeah, so that's it. I'm kind of excited to watch weather. You know, I told everybody Wednesday, the first thing I do when I roll out of bed, make sure I have battery. If I fall asleep with the phone on, it usually means I wake up with no battery. And then I flip on the old web page and click on the models here. I think I'm going to have to add icon. I like the icon. I think I might replace the CMC with the icon, possibly. But these are tropical tidbits. I always turn on the models. So today, the first thing I did was this. The first thing I did today was look at NHC, see if there was a circle. There wasn't. Then I look at the models. Kind of surprised this morning to wake up and see that radar still juicy. Still juicy. This is why we got incoming storms today. This flow out of the Gulf here. And this not nothing to get stressed about, but it got my attention here. Is this it's a pretty hefty little line of storms out here bubbling. So again, this whole mess right here is actually going to be here Saturday morning tomorrow, and then impact later Saturday evening and tomorrow night into Sunday. And we will see what kind of Easter morning forecast getting closer. I like the high resolution models better when we get in within 48 hours of they just paint a better picture. So here's Sunday morning. Yeah, so we got our 12Z models. So here's tomorrow. Here's tomorrow morning. Look, we're starting to get storms across Panhandle tomorrow morning, Saturday. And look what happens. There's just remember I was showing you those PWAP values. So here's noontime tomorrow. We're good. We're tailgating at the Rays. Eric, have a great day, buddy. Hey, I saw your name on the hat list. Listen, Brew Crew guys and gals, we sent out the hats. We had a small run of hats made. I got a few left. I took the site down because we were running out. But I got a few left. So after Easter, we'll post it in the Brew Crew again. I got about 10 hats left. But we mailed out the first batch, so appreciate that. But here's the deal. This is tomorrow morning. Check it out. This is leading into early afternoon now. We're going to start to see tomorrow afternoon. I'm already seeing it. Tomorrow afternoon, we're going to have a lot of moisture in place across Florida Peninsula tomorrow. This is number one. This is not our low. This is area number one. And it's going to be heading into Florida throughout the day. And look at that. This is tomorrow afternoon. This is 5 o'clock p.m. tomorrow, Saturday. And we could have some sneaky storms, rolling in tomorrow evening here across a big part of Florida. And then look overnight even. We could still see some Easter mornings, 1 a.m. So 8 a.m. I hope the Easter Bunny has water-resistant eggs. This could be your wake-up Sunday morning as we get this frontal line still pumping in the juice. But the big story is going to be what comes Wednesday and Thursday. I think Tuesday will be fine. Tuesday. Let's see what happens on Tuesday. This is Monday. Man, with that you talk about the lingering front. This is Monday night. So as our front lingers, dips down, this is where the L's going to try to start forming somewhere here and then move on up. But this is Monday, 4 p.m. You can just see that lingering front. This is Tuesday morning. There's our low taking shape Tuesday night. And there she blows. Wednesday, 1 p.m. Wednesday, 9 p.m. Thursday, 8 a.m. Thursday, 3 p.m. Wow, it's so cool. All right. Still a long way away, but anyway. Kevin, I appreciate that, buddy. I'm gonna do more of these little YouTube videos, by the way, that are quickies, because I get it. Some people don't like the rambling on, which is fine. I get it. I enjoy the YouTube videos. I do like them. So I do a 5 o'clock somewhere video. Might do one again today. So watch for that. What's up, Sean from Massachusetts? Remember, if you're a Brew Crew Cat 5, I send out text alerts now, part of a perk. We try to give away things that don't take away from the content of weather. So one of the perks is I send out a text as soon as I'm done with my YouTube video in the afternoon. So a lot of people like to see it first. They know, everybody knows we're live in the morning, 9:19. But anytime there's a special live or new system, new yellow area, I'll send a text alert out. And I'm going to start firing up the notifications on the app too. So I don't think I'm going to do the YouTube alerts on the app. I think I'm just going to stick to the app notifications when we have something tropical. When there's a new area of interest or invest. Because the app, when there's an invest, has a whole section of information on an invest. When that means we have spaghetti models, whatnot. So anyway, happy Easter, Gail. South Georgia tomorrow, Stephen. Well, that doesn't look good, buddy. A lot of rain. A lot of rain rolling in tonight, and it's going to stick around most of the day Saturday. That front line just flattens out. Might be okay Sunday. Thank you, Sherry from Lake Worth. Yep. Yep. Kids are getting older now. At least the Easter Bunny saves most of the eggs for the neighbors' kids. Easter Bunny told me a story one time that the Easter Bunny liked to go out late on Saturday nights and stay up late and drink. And the Easter Bunny used to hate having to hide eggs on Sunday morning. We used to go to the mall and get pictures with the Easter Bunny. Those days are gone. It's probably the weirdest holiday for me. But we do have a bunny in the house, so this is pretty cool. We got 2 bunnies. You know, and it's funny because I remember our first time we moved here, we were out there looking for eggs, and the dang bunny ran out from underneath Julie. But this is actually our front yard. Yesterday, there's a bunny. And we have 2 bunnies that live at our house. And every time I go out in the morning, it's about the same size as Hunter. He's got the same ears as Hunter. And they look at each other. It's like a stare down, like who's going to get who. And then Shelly's got a real bunny. Well, you guys have ducks and everything else. Joel, we don't want to talk about that. All right, man, we did it an hour. You know, it's back to tropics when we're on for an exact hour. Pretty cool. Doing taxes yesterday, my buddy Gary was all excited about Furman. He was at his local Lowe's. He's like, Furman, I knew you, Furman. And he didn't even know we had a 30% off link on our site. He's like, oh my God, I got to check it out. So it's getting close to hurricane season, so don't forget. That's a great deal, 30% off. All right, so we're going to be live Monday through Friday starting May 15th. It's still a month away, but we'll be live Monday morning. And I'll be doing a YouTube 5 o'clock video tonight. Probably not tomorrow because we're going to be at the Rays game. You don't want me to do one of them at the Rays game. Chris Roth, hey, good morning. Nice to meet you on the cruise. Keeping old Mary in line. Oh, it was so much fun. I don't even have the cruise link up here, but we just don't want to sell out too quick. Maybe Shelly can throw the cruise link on there. But yeah, even our buddy Dale Keinberg's going on the cruise. What's up, Mr. Jeffrey Benway? Yeah, go Rays. Can you believe the Rays are 6-0? Man, that is so awesome. We got hitters, we got pitchers. I'll be there tomorrow. It's a 4 o'clock game tomorrow. So, all right. Well, I could ramble all day. I'm in a rambling mood, but that's okay. I got to get a lot of stuff done today. Strong storms, Lord Andrew. Well, I'll tell you what. This is hail season. This time of year, I wouldn't be surprised if some of these storms this weekend could produce some hail. Looking for my temperature map. Where's the temperature map? Somewhere down here. Temperature map. So as our frontal line flattens out, we still have cold air in place, and anytime you get these rising thunderstorms here in Florida this time of year, usually if we have some cold air in place, this is the time that we'll get big hail. As far as hurricanes go, you're going to hear a lot about El Nino, and El Nino definitely has less named storms than a normal neutral year or La Nina year. El Nino years typically have a lot of wind shear in the Caribbean and across the Atlantic, and they prevent these tropical waves from making their way across Africa and forming. But what I've seen a lot now is the fact that homegrown systems down in the Caribbean Yucatan Passage there or off the coast of Florida on the east side, that shear doesn't affect it as much. And, Michael, 2004 was an El Nino year, and we had a lot of storms wiggle wobble from that weird pattern on the east coast. And the biggest factor for me right now at this point is homegrown southeast U.S. storm action is, got hotter than normal waters right now. And if that continues, then yeah, that'll be enough fuel to offset the effects of a slow season, because it only takes one. Our friends in the Caribbean, for sure, they want to see El Nino. El Nino brings a lot of wind shear across the Caribbean, and it all starts out here. But when we have El Nino years, we get a lot of wind shear through here, and that helps limit the amount of named storms. So yeah, there'll be fewer names, but it only takes one. The year of Ida, that was the third most active season ever. And really, Ida was really the only storm that season people will remember. Ida was a strong major hurricane that went up to Louisiana. It was just one storm on a third most active year. So, I don't get caught up in these numbers, man. Last year, all we heard was the hype of another La Nina, and it ended up being an average season. Bristol Dirt Racing, Mark Hall. Woo! Hail, raising hail. Hail, Dale, hail, Dale. Hey, Harold. Well, if you have any problem, buddy, just let me know and we can rehook you up, buddy. Catch you later, Ms. Lori Martin. Chris, the Rays look good, man. I can't wait for Glasnow to come back. I just like the energy, man. That energy comes from Cash. I'm telling you, Cash was a player and Cash is young, and he doesn't have an ego. I love what they're doing. All right. Well, I'm putting off real work. So have a great weekend, everybody. Happy Easter. Any kids watching, have a great Sunday. Hope you have a very fun Easter. Could have some rain across the south. Let's look at what it might look like real quick. Your wake up. Oh, let's just do the whole United States. I gotta remember we got people watching. Let's just look at your wake up temperatures, rain radar for Sunday morning. And it would be about right here. So really, look at that. Other than the Pacific Northwest, a few little drops here and there across Florida, maybe Georgia and the eastern seaboard. This is your Sunday morning, 8 a.m. radar. So there's going to be some spotty rain still coming in off of the Gulf. But not too bad, right? So it could be, a few drops falling in southern Georgia and eastern Carolinas Sunday morning. A little bit here and there across Florida. Remember, there's two systems coming. We're going to have this lingering front today pushing a lot of energy through the night into tomorrow across the upper Gulf into Florida. And that's round one. Round two is our system flattens out. And I was wishing my map would be showing here what it's going to look like. But round two is going to be basically, this is 2 days from now. This is Monday or Sunday. But this low right here is what's going to end up being the next little story through the week. So I got an interesting email just now. What is this one? Oh, that wasn't it for me. Easter Bunny. All right, farewell. Don't forget to pick up the new Summer gear here. Sold a few of them. Appreciate it. Dusty appreciates it. I paid Dusty to design all of our artwork, and he hit a home run. I think I went ahead and ordered this pale pink. I think I would look good in that. So I got the blue one. That's the guy's shirt. Remember, go down here. So when you go to the Teespring site, if you go down, similar products, then you have toddler tees, women's classic tees, kids tees, tank top tees, boyfriend tees, long sleeve tees. I think the classic tee, yeah, I like that light blue one. They didn't have that color in men's, but that's my favorite color right there. So that's our new summer logo. Less cartoon, more weather. Yeah, it's going to be less than 2 months before the golf jam up in Panama City Beach. My buddy Mark up that way. I can't wait. Going to have 3 or 4 days there of being part of the golf jam. Thanks to them for hooking us up. Judging the Jim Beam talent showcase or whatever. I'm not sure the official word, but we're judging the opening acts Wednesday night. So I feel like I'm going to be on American Idol. Be kind of neat. All right, that's it. Last goodbye. We will see y'all on